Girls, what are some flirting tips guys should know? Eye contact, a smile, and a hi, I'm followed by a handshake is gonna get you way farther than some corny compliment. If you really do wanna compliment me, do so after establishing a decent conversation. Starting off with a compliment makes it feel like you're just trying to get into my pants as quickly as possible while bypassing every other aspect of me. Hi, I'm Hockey. I agree with this as a blunt approach. Her reply is the key to know how to continue. If she gives you her name, she's interested. Ask a simple, low trust question to follow up. If she just replies, hi Hockey, she's not interested. Quit while you still have your dignity. I found that blunt approaches are rare other than at a club or bar. Often you notice girls you're interested in at some type of event. The best approach in this case is to make an agreeable comment about the event and see if she responds affirmatively. Good band. Great game. Nice place. If she engages, then continue with the blunt approach as outlined above. If you just get a yep or millimeters hum, then move on. Be confident without bragging. Make eye contact, but not so much that it's psychotic. Talk but also listen. Bare your teeth and growl slightly when another male approaches. That's where I've been going wrong. I normally just pee on her leg to show she's mine. Don't talk about how much you enjoy going down on a girl. I don't ducking care, especially if I just met you. Guys actually do this. Damn. When flirting with someone of a different skin color than yourself, don't bring it up every 5 seconds. I don't even know how you'd keep bringing it up. So you're black. What are your plans for this weekend? Lots of people will go on and on about, oh man, I just love Latina girls. You ladies are just so sexy, and or making weird jokes about being in the mood for chocolate when talking to black people, and so on. It's really weird and kind of reveals that the person making those remarks is mostly interested in going after that person just because of their race. Don't keep texting a girl when they don't respond instantly. It makes you look desperate and clingy. That's when you start calling her repeatedly. People here hate pickup lines. Honestly, I sometimes just try to find the absolute worst ones cheesy, not rappy I can find, and do that sometimes. I really like, do you know how much a polar bear weighs? Just about enough to break the ice. Hi, I'm 4 Locus 2 Millennium. Do it with a smile though. Make it obvious you're deliberately being cheesy, and it'll usually garner a laugh. But it might be an awkward laugh. Just gotta play it off with finesse and work on starting up a conversation after that. If you're not good at talking to strangers to begin with, this won't work as it requires charisma. It gets the point across right away you find her attractive without saying herpa derpa. You're hot though. So pickup lines can work if you're mediocre looking or better and you got some style. But they won't work if you're awkward and or flat out hideous. Some basics: never compliment a girl's body parts the first night you meet them. It doesn't matter if she has a nice ass. Doesn't matter if she has a great rack. It's shallow and ouchy to bring that up. Girls won't like it if you compliment something that she doesn't have a lot of control over her body, but will like it if you compliment something she does have control over, her clothing, accessories. I might say something like, those are gorgeous earrings. Do you mind telling me where you got them? My sister's birthday is coming up in a few weeks and I'd like to get her something nice. If you say something like that and she responds with sears or a rather short answer, she's not interested. If she is interested, she'll likely ask a question about your sister or talk about the jewelry itself a little more and let off some details. Pro tip: if she says her boyfriend bought it for her, compliment his taste and shift gears. She might make a cool friend, but she just made it abundantly clear she doesn't want you to hit on her. Then she is interested and you can build from there. Overall, girls are immensely better at reading body language than guys are. It amazes me as to just how oblivious some guys are about how their stance affects the way people perceive them. Some basics for you guys: stand tall, back straight, shoulders back. Do not cross your arms or legs, it's defensive. And do not hold your beer at nipple height the whole time. Be clean and presentable at all times. Wear clothes that fit and accentuate your body. When it comes to eye contact, some of you guys are ducking horrible about that. Don't shift your eyes a lot. It looks sketchy. Don't look around the room all the time trying to see if there's a hotter girl. For the love of God, don't check out another girl while you're in the company of one she's going to ducking notice. If you truly struggle with eye contact, look at one of her eyes for about 5-10 seconds. Then glance at the nose, then at the other eye for about 5-10 seconds. If you stare into one pupil for 3 minutes straight, she's going to be made uncomfortable. If you never look her in the eyes, it makes you look like you're terrified, which isn't exactly attractive. Everything in flirting is situational. You have to let it be fluid. There are no hard rules that should be applied to everyone. There are no guaranteed simple tips, tricks to get you laid. Flirting can be easy, or it can be tricky. But if you go out with the intention of having fun, just having a good time with it, you'll be far more likely to get laid than you ever will if you go out with the intention of flirting to get laid. Girls aren't stupid. They've had to learn to shoot guys down since they were like 12. You're not going to be the first guy to have ever approached her and hit on her. Stop caring about the outcome of flirting and just do it just to flirt because you enjoy flirting. Flirting is fun. It's enjoyable. So go out and enjoy it. Don't let it be a chore. Those are gorgeous earrings. Do you mind telling me where you got them? Go for the manicure, dude. That's the secret. Since they last a long time, it's a choice they are reasonably invested in. 1. Shower frequently or wear nice cologne. We smell before we see. It doesn't matter if you've got 3 eyes and a mullet. If we smell blue by channel on you or something of the like, we will turn around to give you a second look. 2. Lock eyes. Don't stare off in another direction or we'll think we are boring. 3. Smile. Girls don't want to date anyone who's a downer, just like boys don't. 4. Don't be afraid to get a little closer. We are not as good as picking up signals as popular opinion believes, and sometimes you need to make it a little obvious for us that you're interested. 5. Say our names to our faces. In passing. Conversation. Farewells. Anytime. We love hearing our own names and we feel special when we hear it. 6. Playing hard to get is actually a little effective. Don't start making out with another girl in front of us, but fostering attention then creating space for a little bit leaves us curious. It also suggests that you are confident and independent. Happy hunting. 3. Shower frequently or wear nice cologne. I know it's just being pedantic over your wording, but cologne does not mask the smell of you not showering. Shower frequently and wear nice cologne if you choose to wear any. Don't ask girls for advice on picking up girls. Edit my first gold. I'd like to thank the patriarchy, and to all the ladies I oppressed with this comment. It was my privilege. Don't ask a bunch of redditors for advice on picking up girls, because a bunch of dudes are going to answer FDFY. Think of it like fishing. Toss some bait, reel her in, then give her some slack, and then repeat step 2 to 3. If she doesn't respond well, don't worry. There are plenty of other fish in the sea. What happens when you hook a 200-pound mullen? I'm an expert on flirting and sexual advances, so consider it an honor to be getting advice from me. Step 1 is probably the most important step. Assert dominance, whether in a physical or emotional way. Make the girl understand that you control the situation. To connect with a girl emotionally. For example, if her mother had recently died, tell her that yours is alive and rub it in her face. Be playful though. Being playful is key to successfully flirting. 3. Once you have the girl on the leash as you intended, it's time to pull her in for the closer. I usually go with one of a few lines. They are typically situational, but the key idea is to make her body Yellowstone National Park and get Old Faithful gushing. Use a term of endearment paired with sexual undertones. It's a power combo. I don't need to explain this shit to you. For example, hey baby, I want to sexualize your breasts. For your convenience I capitalize the power words, because that's where you capitalize. Here's another one. Where'd you get that ass from, sweetie pie? You should return it for a cashier's check and then cash it on my face. If you need any more tips OP, or if anyone else is curious, let me know. I'm a fountain of knowledge. I just tried this on my girlfriend and she is soaking wet. This guy knows his stuff. Top tip: I combined the lines about the dead mother and sexual power words for maximum wetness. For example, your sensual breasts are almost as round and perky as your dead mother's perfect ass used to be. Don't try to awkwardly introduce a friend and say they earn lots of money, etc. It's just so pathetic and cringy. Don't come on too strong and infiltrate personal space too early. Don't use a crappy pickup line. And please don't look girls up and down in an obvious way. It's really sleazy. Do be polite. Introduce yourself and just be you. Do have eye contact. Do listen and smile. Do compliment on something. That could be a conversation starter. Do ask questions and encourage them to talk about themselves. Do have open body language. And do be forward with your intentions in a tactful way. The girl I've had my longest relationship with to date said to me once, "Know what I didn't like about you when I first met you? You were just all here I am. This is me. This is what I'm." Right off the bat, the look I gave her must have been the most confused on in the history of ever. To be fair, overconfidence can be extremely annoying. She may have been trying to express that she thought you were too confident. Or maybe she even just likes a bit of mystery. It's fun to get to know a new person. If someone puts it all out on the line right away, that takes some of the fun away. Avoid self-deprecating remarks, like "I'm so broke I had to jerk the dog off just to feed the cat." While some females might appreciate your ingenuity, they want to believe that you are fiscally secure. Also, they won't want your dog's seminary hands on them. I know I don't speak for the entire female race, but in my experience, pickup lines will instantly make you look like a douche. My approach mechanism is: once you see someone you are attracted to, make your way gradually to their area. Don't run up to them or make it obvious you're seeking them out, and say something like, "That's an awesome shirt or dress." Small talk isn't dead, as long as you follow it up with an introduction. And maybe after a few back and forths mention that her eyes are amazing. Like I said, not all girls, but that junk kills me. Good luck, guys. Man here. Good advice. The scene is usually already set, i.e. if you are at a concert, ask if she knows the opener, or ask if she's seen the band before, etc. Small talk comes easily when you relax. Introduce yourself and be fun. If she's not interested, you will know fairly quickly, and it is painless on both sides. Serious answer: be hot. Work out and wear something trendy, and have good hygiene. Then with the confidence of the Batman, just go up to her and chat to her for some minutes. Smile and be polite, and ask after her life. Then leave her the duck alone, so she can decide for herself whether to talk to you again later. Don't go for the ugly friend at first in an attempt to make yourself look better for the attractive one. I'm the ugly friend, and those are the only times I've been flirted with in real life. I know what you're trying, and it's not subtle. We all know you're not interested in me. You're interested in her. I'm fat. I'm not pretty. I'm awkward. I have a shrill voice and an annoying laugh, and I'm far too loud and noisy. I 100% understand that nobody is attracted to me. So stop trying. Too long didn't read. Just go for the one you want right away. Got him. Offer me food and tell me how hot I look when ketchup is smeared on my face. The greasier the food, the better. And don't make me eat alone. I need an enabler and a friend. Don't use overly strong hinting as a way to ask her out. It is really annoying because you can easily see through the guy's intentions. But it is subtle enough that you can't reject them, because then you are seen as over-assuming, and he was just being too nice. Don't one-up every guy I mention, especially not the guy whose funeral I was talking about. Be direct, nice and polite, and be able to handle rejection. The last few times strangers have tried to chat me up, they've basically spent 20 minutes talking themselves up to me about stuff I don't really care about without asking more than a small handful of questions about myself. It's not only off-putting in that it comes off as really egotistical, but it tells me that they're not very good listeners and don't really seem to be interested in what I do. Plus, if you ask me one question about what I do, and then when I tell you I'm a classical musician, and you rattle off about how you're an exclusively self-taught bassist who plays in this really progressive metal folk polka jazz sort of like System of a Down but really advanced band, and insist on playing me 6 clips from your iPhone. You've not only bored me to tears, but I'm not going to be impressed. That's like meeting a particle physicist and showing them 100 pictures of your DIY Coke and Mentos experiment. Don't try and flirt with me. Just talk to me. I'm never going to get a sense of who you are when you are acting out what you think I want to see, i.e. flirting. All that I'll get out of that is that you aren't confident enough to be yourself. I'm not gonna sleep with you if I have no clue what you're about. But I'm also not gonna sleep with you when I can tell you're playing some kind of role. Just be you. Even if I don't like who you are, I'll at least respect it a lot more than you pretending to be what you think I like, and who knows, maybe you're awesome.